Why are some people popular? Why do you see some people with a lot of friends? Friends who support them, stand by them, and seek their counsel. Why is it easy for some people to get things done via others? At the same time, there are others for whom any of this doesn't come naturally. Question is how to do it if this is not the gift you were born with. Hi, welcome to BookTook, a channel dedicated to bring you the practical ideas by leading researchers and leaders that will help you to be the best version of yourself. If this is something you like, consider subscribing to the channel. Today's book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Written in 1936, this is the foundational book of the self-improvement genre. This book has sold over 32 million copies worldwide and has been translated into every major language. There's a reason why this book has prevailed for such a long time. The advice is solid and it works. The author Dale Carnegie was a pioneer in the field of self-help and skill development. In this video, I'll share some super short and specific strategies that will help you to make more friends and influence them positively. I'm going to start by showing you 3 basic principles of dealing with people and increasing your influence over them. Next, I'm going to show you 6 rules to make people like you. But before we start, a word of caution. Don't try to remember and apply all of these rules at once, because if you do, you are more likely to give up on them before you see any results. For maximum benefit and real results, just pick one principle for a couple of days and try to apply it in your conversations. Then carry on doing the same with other principles. Let's start with the 3 basic principles of dealing with people and increasing your influence over them. Principle number 1, be nice. No matter what is the situation, don't criticize the person you want to influence. Are you wondering why? What if someone does something that deserves criticism? The answer is still the same. Never criticize, no matter how much the other person deserves it. Because the moment you criticize someone, it puts them on defensive. And that happens because nobody likes to be criticized. The moment you criticize someone, they close their mind towards you. And once someone closes their mind towards you, it's impossible to influence them. So you always try to keep their mind open. To do that, you always have to act nice. Principle number 2, find out what makes them feel important. Everyone wants to feel important and valued. And if you can make someone to feel that way, it makes them warm towards you. They start liking you. And once someone likes you, they are open to your influence. But how do you do it? The simplest hack to do it is to look for all the good things they are doing and make sure you appreciate them for it. And if you look hard enough and close enough, everyone is doing things that you can sincerely appreciate and admire. Principle number 3, help them get what they want. What's most dear to you? Something you want or something somebody else wants? It's always what you want. And the same is true for everyone else on this earth. Everyone is interested in what they want, not what somebody else wants. And if you know this, you are one easy step away from influencing anybody. Find out what the other person wants and help them to get it. These were the 3 basic principles of dealing with people and increasing your influence over them. Let's move to the next one. 6 rules to make people like you. Rule number 1, become genuinely interested in other people. People are not interested in you. They're not interested in me. They're interested in themselves. Morning, noon, and after dinner. So show interest in their interest. Rule number 2, make a good first impression by smiling. Do you know why everyone likes babies? Because whenever we look at them, they usually smile looking at you. Learn from babies. This is the fastest, cheapest, and most effective way to make an instant good impression. Rule number 3, learn people's names. When you meet someone new, do anything and everything to remember their name. Why? Because a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. And then use their name whenever you get a chance to address them, and they surely will notice you more, because you no longer are just a random face in the crowd. Rule number 4, be a good listener and encourage people to talk about themselves. People love talking about themselves, but people really are good listeners. So listening to someone with interest is flattering. How do you encourage people talking about themselves while you listen? Ask questions that other persons will enjoy answering. Encourage them to talk about themselves and their accomplishments. Rule number 5, talk in a way that interests others. Besides talking, when people listen, they love to listen to the good things about themselves. Anybody who has this gift surely makes an impression. So, whenever there's an opportunity, speak about their hobbies and passions. Indulge them totally. Final and rule number 6, find a sincere way to make others feel important. Truth is, everyone you know secretly feel themselves superior to in some way. Well, some people may tell you this and others don't, but it is always there in the back of their mind and when they are with you. Why not use this to make them like you even more? How? A sure way to their hearts is to let them realize in some subtle way that you recognize their importance. Let them feel the joy of it. People will simply love you because you are so open and accepting their edge over you. So these were some specific strategies to make friends and influence people. Very simple but very powerful rules. But as I said earlier, don't chew more than you can digest. Pick up one and apply it for a couple of days and get a feel for it and see how it works for you. That's it for this video. If you like the ideas from this book, do subscribe to BookTube to keep getting these powerful tricks and techniques from some of the best books of the world.